This is testimony from the borders with another testimony. Well, as I told everyone, most I have been working on some things. I've been doing this, I've been doing that, pretty busy. But one of the things I've done, he had me to do, is to write a book. Now, this book, it is called I'm Johnny. You see here on the screen, inspired by my dreams. The Most High, I had a complete dream concerning this book. And then after, of course, once I started writing the book, more dreams were given. I was given more details. And of course, this is something that I would never ever do in on my own in my lifetime. I never considered myself a writer or even like to write. But once I started writing, the Most High knows what's in us. We don't know. This is something I've learned many things concerning this, but the Most High knows what's in us, and a lot of times we have to bring it out of us, and he helps us, and he get us to bring it out. So once I got in and started writing, it was, I can't take credit for this. Let me say this. I cannot take credit for this because the story, the plot, everything, the twists, the turns, I saw it. The characters, I saw them. And so I can't take credit for this. Again, this is the first, and he helped me with this. There's actually another one that I'm already started on, and yes, I had a dream concerning it also. I know the plot, I know how it goes down, but there's a lot of things in between. He left it unanswered, no dreams. Even after start writing it, no dreams. So he's allowed me to crawl, and then teaching me how to walk, and eventually I understand there won't be any dreams, and then I would have to do everything. You see, I'm using an alias name here for those. This is not my name, Thomas Davis, by Thomas Davis. This is an alias. Book authors can do this. Nothing illegal about using alias. Some people don't want to put their name out. And of course, the voice of Yahuah Is One Channel do not want to make a name for himself. Most definitely. All right, this is what the book is about. I'm Johnny is about a disabled young adult, his family, and his disabled friend who is confined to a wheelchair. Johnny is one of the warmest, kindest people you will ever meet. He really is. Some of the disabled people are different. They're much different from normal people. But certain circumstances will cause Johnny to begin to act erratically and uncontrollably. All of a sudden, he's no longer himself. Johnny will end up changing. You get to meet him. You get to see how he is. Nothing never bothers him. Nothing gets on his nerves. He's this happy-go-lucky person. And there will be something that will happen. He will no longer be himself. And he has a complete meltdown, and he needs help fast. There's no doctor or institution that can help him or pinpoint what's wrong with him. What would cause him to turn from sweet Johnny to this person that's full of rage? Yes, he will end up being full of rage. There's only one person that can help him, and it will come from someone you would least expect. And of course, I wrote here, this book has changed my life. It did. It turned me into something that I didn't know what was in me. After I started writing, I got into it, and I had moments of I'm just flowing, and it's just flowing. Yes, I know the story from the dream, but it still has to be written. It still had to be written. I just had 2 pages of notes. And then other dreams came, of course, and I was able to write more notes. But it still all had to be put together. All have to make sense. All the twists and the turns, the problems, the issues, all of this, it had to be put together. So this book changed my life. It can change yours also. It is an inspirational book. This is an inspirational book. It will inspire you to be a better person. It will teach you how the difference between them and us. There is a difference, and the question has to be asked: why can't more people be like Johnny? Why not? Okay, this is what people have said about the book. Shocking, jaw dropping. There were more. I just put in a couple here. Unexpected things happening as you're reading. Yes, it will take you on a roller coaster, and unexpected things will be happening. I learned real life lessons from this book. That's the idea. Learn real life lessons from the book. One of the only books that aren't boring and full of action. That was the next point. No sense is writing a book and it's boring. A lot of people don't like one of the reviews I got. This person don't like reading books, but this one he enjoyed. He enjoyed the book. It's not too long for those that don't like reading. It's perfect. It's not too long. It's not some long drawn. Once you start reading, you'll get into the story, and it'll be difficult. You want to see what's going to happen. What's going to happen next? There were so many things that I didn't expect to happen. I saw that over and over. People were saying that. This is the shocking part, because of the unexpected things that will happen. Overall, it was probably one of the best books I've read. Now, again, I can't take, and I'm not taking credit for this book, but you wrote it. Yeah, but the Most High gave me the dream. He gave me the dreams, and I had to put it down. I am not taking credit for this. Now, there are some ideas I have for other books already. It's in me. Ideas. I hadn't seen not one dream. And that's where he want me to be. That's what he want me to do. All right. I gave you this one. I gave you a small portion of the second one. I'm going to talk a little more about the second one in a minute. And then the rest, he's like, okay, you got it now. He's holding my hand as he's standing me up on my feet. So there's no way I'm taking credit for this. I personally think this book is a must-read. Yes, it is a must-read. I agree with this 100%. The plot twists and outcomes were fascinating. And I'm thankful to the Most High that people love the book. I really am thankful. This came from him. I think this story is just perfect for this generation. In order for everyone to understand the struggles of people with disabilities and mental illnesses, it's very important for everyone to be aware of how hard it is. The story is very realistic. That's what he intended, as it shows how life can change in a blink of an eye. That's so true. Everything can go wrong in seconds. These are the writings that inspired this generation. It's an inspirational book. It will inspire you. Stories like these are what the future needs. Again, if it wasn't for the Most High, of course, I wouldn't be able to do this. All right, we did enroll it in the KDP Select, and of course, if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. We enrolled it for the 90 days. We may renew it. We just have to see. But the book is $9.99 for those that don't have Kindle Unlimited. That's a very good price for the lessons that will be learned from this book. Of course, the proceeds will go towards the support for Testimony from the Border Channel and my family. Also, I have to say, I'm looking at the time as if I only have 15 minutes. Also, I want to say there will be a select number of people that will get the book free. There is a select number of people that any book that I write, they will get it they will receive a free copy because of what they did. Now, I'm not going to make known what they did because I don't want anyone to do what they did just to get a free book. So I got to keep that part quiet, hush, secretive. I got to keep it on. I don't want anyone doing this just to get a free book. These people, what they did, they didn't know they were going to get a free book. And it's the right thing to do. The Most High put this in me. You see these? That one, this one, that one, free books. Free books. And you already gotten the email. Congratulations. And thank you for what you've done. For what you've done, you've received the free book. They didn't do it to get a free book. The Most High knows this. They didn't even know about the book. And the Father put it in me they have to have a free book. You're not buying this book. You have to have a free book. And so you will get an email. If you're watching this video, you've already gotten the email because I'm going to send the emails out first. And then the video will be uploaded, Yahuah willing. Let's see. Okay. I got a couple notes here. Johnny is the type of person, for those within the borders, everyone within the borders, you really should be in our Shabbat classes. We're learning how to survive the wilderness. So everyone within the borders, you need to be like Johnny. If you're like Johnny, no doubt you're going to survive the wilderness. You will survive. So as you read this book, for those within the borders in position to go into the wilderness, you will understand how to be like Johnny so that you can survive the wilderness. Johnny would definitely. So this is the Most High's character. Let me say that. Johnny this is what I heard in a dream. I got his name. Is that I got his name. I got how he walks. I have his disability. And so the Father created this character. And he created a character that can no doubt survive the wilderness. You understand and you allow this to change your life. Yes, it will help you. This book will help you survive the wilderness. Of course, there are no scriptures. You can't put scriptures in this to put a price on it. But you can, Father said, you can make an inspirational book that will help people in their daily lives. And put a price on it. Allow the price to go towards his people and my family. See, when the Most High do something, family, it's going to be right. And it ain't out to rob anyone. If you don't want to help support this book, my family, and others within the border, that's your prerogative. Don't. You don't have to. See, people force people. Oh, if you don't get my book, you wicked. And see, that's not right. People force. You don't pay tithes and offering, you wicked. Nothing is right about that. But that's what most people are doing. Trying to get over. You've heard before, stop allowing people to tell you what to do. We got too much of that. All right, quickly, let me see. That's everything on my notes. Quickly, I'm going to give just a little rundown of the next book that the Most High got me working on, that I got hardly no information. It's going to be a mystery thriller. It's going to be one of those books that will have you guessing. You're going to be guessing what's going on. You're not going to see it. This story came from the Most High also. Listen, I couldn't see it. You won't be able to see. And that's how the Most High operates. You won't be able to see what's going on. You're going to have to get into the details, get down to the end of it to find out what in the world's happening. And this book actually the same way. You won't see what's coming. It's unexpected. As the person, as the people said in their reviews, it will be unexpected. If you can guess it, if you read it and I know what's gonna happen. It's not good. That means it's not good. And you can do movies like that. Oh, I see that coming. That one's gonna be with this one and that. That's not good. It should be unexpected. It should be so well written you didn't see it coming. And that's what this book will do. I ain't see that coming. That just took me, and I've been told by this many times, even by my family members. Didn't see that coming. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. That surprised me. But the next book is a mystery book. Of course, in this book, you'll see the name of the next one, and it's called The Mysterious Bridge. There will be a very, very mysterious bridge that's going to cause people going to go, listen, people going to be going missing. And no one will have the answer. No one will know. Once again, stuck. No one will know what is going on. What is happening? And you have to stay with it, stay with the story until it gets revealed of what's going on. When I saw this in a dream, I was like, what the world? I had to get up and start writing again. Got up writing again. What in the world? And of course, both stories sent chills down my spine. I have to say that. Both stories sent chills down my spine. He's like, somebody like, he promoting. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. It's the truth. It sent, I read this thing. I went back and read my notes. It sent chills down my spine again. That's no lie. After knowing the story and then reading it a little time later, it sent chills down my spine again. Meaning, and I'm telling my son, I can't think of something like this, but he wants me to get a mind for this. Okay, so the next thing, make sure you share this with your family, your friends. Share it on your social media platforms. The link to this book be in the description. And then after you read it, leave your review. No matter what it is, leave your review. Leave a review after you read it and be honest. Be honest. The reviews I got them from everybody don't like to read. There were good reviews and there were some bad reviews. There were some reviews that they helped. I had reviews that could help me. Because again, I had the story, but it had to be written. It had to be put together. I didn't have everything put together. And it has to be in order. And it has to make sense. You have to be able to get it, to understand it. I think that's everything. This is a testimony. The Most High got me doing something I would never in a million years think that I would do. And that is writing. You probably wonder, where did he find time to do this? He's so busy. That's just part of life. It's a part of life. Most High got me doing this. He has me, this is something I wouldn't do on my own. Never. And so when I had time, after I finished this video, I have to, whenever I have time, do a little writing. I have to do a little writing right after this video on the next one. I don't know how many there would be. I know I have 2 titles. I have 2 titles that came to me. 2 titles. No dreams, but 2 more titles of 2 more books. So in all, it's 4. It is 4 in all. I do know I wanted to do something in the love area. I knew that. Of course, the areas these are in are the areas that the Most High gave me in the dream. All right, okay, come check it out. Of course, they have a sample read. You can click on and sample read some of it. It's very, very, it's not much. The sample read is not much, but you can sample read some of what's in the book. Get the book, read it, leave your reviews. Let it be honest. Let it be honest. Understand that you supposed to be connected with the Father. Understand this book came from a connection with the Father. This is how you know when people get connected. Stuff like this happens. Strange things happen. Things you never did. Things you never done before happen. This is a testimony, and this is testimony from the borders.